Yo, I'm going to MegaCon in London and I'm so excited. I have never ever been there before, so this is going to be my first time there. Sorry, I didn't really want to show you guys the window because, it's a window that's kind of boring, but I'm so excited to go to MegaCon London. Like I said, I have never been there before, so it's going to be my first time there. I'm super excited because I know people are going and they're going to be doing cosplay, and the cosplayers that I have met in London over like the past year or two, like their costumes are so freaking amazing. Like I can't believe how much time they spend on these costumes and how they come out. Like I don't even know how to sew. I have holes in my jacket pocket because my keys keep poking through, and I'm worried that one day I'm just gonna lose all my stuff because it's just making more holes and ripping. And yeah, I don't even know how to sew that. But these people in London, or all of the UK really, and England, the UK, wherever y'all coming from that are coming to MegaCon, y'all are so amazing that know how to teach yourself these skills and do these things. I'm so proud of you. I need to learn how to sew. Like I said, I got a hole in my jacket pocket. I need to learn to sew that, but it would also be really good to be able to make my own costumes. I do have two mannequins, as you can see back there. I've got two mannequins. It's got my branding on it. But it'd be really good if I do what I see you guys do. You guys go and you guys take you take materials, like you measure your body and then you take your materials and you pack out the mannequins and then you start making them on the mannequins. So like I do have mannequins, you know? I need to measure my body and then like measure the proportions out on them and then start getting materials and like fitting them together. But I don't know. I just feel like I can never make it look as good as y'all make, but I know you guys have spent so much like time and effort on your craft and you didn't just learn it overnight, and it does take time. There was a creator who I was looking at her content. I think she made some Resident Evil stuff that I seen her posting on Twitter, and I was super excited to see it. And just looking at the paint job that she did and just like the details, I'm just like blown away. Like y'all are so good at getting the tiniest little details incorporated into your cosplay costumes, and I'm just mind blown and I'm so excited to see it. And a lot of times I never know even what these cosplays are that I'm seeing. I don't even know what most of y'all are dressed as, but I'm just like, whoa, this looks amazing. You look great. You did a really good job at it. And when I ask people about it, they get so excited to tell me about their cosplays. And this makes me happy because when I was growing up, I guess like back in the day, like cosplay and stuff, it was like, whoa, you're like in this own category. You're kind of like weird. You're like a nerd and stuff like that. And like a lot of times people didn't associate with people that did cosplay, but now it's like mainstream and like everybody cosplays, and it's so like so cool to see this. So like when I see people take the time and put the effort into it and make their costumes, I'm just mind blown and I'm excited and I want to learn about it. I want to know who they're dressed as, why they're inspired to be that character, and walk around in the day and put all that time and effort into making that outfit to be there and to represent what they're a huge fan of. Um, I mean, I had a friend make me this top. They spent like 4 hours putting buttons just in one of these horns. I'm sorry, my camera just keeps moving where I move because it's the DJI, but I like that it's got the auto tracking face on right now. Because I don't have anybody to film me. I got my microphone on there right there, so that probably looks a little bit boring. But yeah, like I said, I'm so excited to go to MegaCon live in London. I have never been. It is my first time going, and my first Comic Con was actually last year at the end of the year in like October, MCM Comic Con in October of 2024. So this is 2025 now. I can't believe we're in January and we're almost all the way through it. Today is the 24th, but it's going to be over the 25th and 26th. So next footage you're going to see is going to be me at MegaCon live. I'm going to try to film as much as I can, but you know it's London and I'm so scared to get my shit jacked. My DJI did cost me like 600 pounds roughly. So if somebody came to swipe that from me, I don't know what I would do. I would be so upset, and I would definitely be crying like a little toddler and throwing a hissy fit. I would throw a hissy fit. But like I would love to get those shots, like where like you're waiting for your train and you get on your train and then you get people on the train and then you're getting off the train, you're going into the building, but I'm too scared to film that in London because people steal your stuff in this city. It is crazy and it's out of hand. I cannot believe it. It is so crazy. Um, but yeah, I would love to get those shots for you. I'm too scared to film them, but maybe I'll film them in my phone and then the quality might not be as good and then I can just like bing, 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 bing them in there. But yeah, I'm so excited to go. I've got some questions prepared to ask people to interview. I don't know who I'm going to interview. I'm just going to ask people if they want to be interviewed, or maybe when I'm filming, maybe people will come up and be like, yo, can you interview me? Either way, you know, I got some questions prepared. I'm going to come up with some more. A lot of my questions right now are about Marvels because I'm hugely into Marvel Rivals at the moment. I did try to buy a costume to wear, but it was a little bit too tight in some areas. Because I gained some weight in some areas, and the costume didn't really expand in those. But the thing is, when people make their own costumes, they make it for their body, and it fits perfect, and that's why it looks good, because it's tailored to the person making it for themselves, you know? Yeah, so I thought I could do that. But no, it didn't work out, so I have to just go as myself. I'll probably maybe wear like tutorial or something, something cute and anime related. Yeah, not so much a costume, but just, you know, cute. But yeah, I'm so excited to be there, as I said, and let's check out the day. Well, bam. I also want to take the time to say thank you so much for watching this video. If you see me over the weekend and you are a part of this video, like, thank you so much for being a part of it. Like, I'm so happy and so grateful that you are a part of this video and a part of my weekend and being involved with me making content. You know, we're all out there just learning and experimenting and having a good time and having fun. So for y'all to understand that and put yourself out there with me trying to do my thing while you're doing your thing, like, I'm so happy, I'm so grateful, and I love you for it, and I can't wait for the next event. Bam! BigFuzzyYak out.
Cameras rolling and go.
Hey everyone, I'm at MegaCon Live today.
I have made it to MegaCon. I have walked all around in some loops. I might have skipped some aisles, but it has been a lot of fun. I've seen people I know as well, so that's been exciting. And I did a couple interviews so far, which I'll be throwing up on TikTok. But yeah, it's been like really cool. I've seen a lot of cool cosplays and merch, and there's a lot of cool picture spots that are like way at the start. A lot of opportunities for you to get like photos with like cool backgrounds. So I was like, oh, that's cool, because that wasn't at ComicCon, but it here is at MegaCon. So that's amazing. But I hope to show you more of the event.
So sorry for the people who knows and you hear me do the same thing or the spiel all the time. Hello! Hi! If you want to drop your thing and then just run this. I am going to very kindly overview. If I have my clipboard on, just to listen to me for 2 seconds, because if not, my voice won't survive tomorrow. So, because there's a lot of you. Welcome. We have a few of us. We will take a lot of pictures. All the pictures will go into a Google Drive. So if you don't have my name already, just come see me before you leave, so I can give you my name and you can grab all the pictures at the end. Monday, Tuesday, when we have one. We need to
can I do that?
How can I dominate the situation? Boom, like this. So I would say good work. Like I try to appreciate it, and I always try to take inspiration from it.
For me, the slight elevation of that as well. Not only like, you know, I do stand-up. If I see an amazing stand-up comedian do something, I think that's great. But for me, the one thing that's slightly above that is when a creative friend of yours does something amazing and you see them upload a video where you go, this is such a good video, because not only is it great and you kind of wish you'd been a part of it, you're proud of them because they're your friend. I think that to me is like exactly what you
It's a vibe, it's a vibe.
Absolutely. Okay, we're going to come over to yourself. Creatively, spiritually, emotionally, what lifts you up?
To be honest, it's kind of a toxic answer, but I like doing good in front of people that I know hate me.
There is no better feeling than that. That is great. I had one of those where someone was being very disparaging about my career, and within 10 seconds of that conversation ending, someone came up to me and recognised me. I went to go, you dickhead. That was the best moment, the best cosmic moment I could have asked for. So I totally get that. I think that's completely right. May, what about yourself?
On top of the trolls, I'll say, like, setting a goal and then completing it.
Yeah.
That's about it. So.
What about blasting past the goal? Does that sometimes help?
Of course. Then you set a new goal further than you could have ever thought, for sure.
So just hitting those goals. So you like setting them up because that will then just keep you it'll keep your ball rolling.
Yeah, 100%.
That's cool, man. I like it. Bella, we're going to come out to you.
I would say just when like everything finally comes together.
Okay.
I think as like a cosplayer, we spend so long cutting wigs. Even just like if you just buy a cosplay, I bought this cosplay. I have so many, but when you just buy a cosplay, even if it takes months to come, but putting it all together and just the feeling you get, you're like, wow, this is good. So that's what turns me on, whether cosplay spiritually or emotionally, you know?
Brilliant. And answered like a full sentence like we were at school. I like this.
Yeah, maybe.
But also, I guess the photo shoots for a cosplayer must be the thing where you go, this captured my costume so
Honestly, when you work with photographers and you look in the camera, you're like, oh, that's sick. And when the edits come through, there's been tears at points. So I've been like, how is that me? Like, I'm a brunette under here with like hair this length. How am I wearing this wig? You know, it's one of those ones where really it all comes together at the end and you're like, damn.
Can I ask, as a cosplayer, have you ever done a cosplay where maybe you have a shorter wig or something and you've gone, might actually change my entire look to look like this now? Like, your hair looks great here, but you say you've got more shoulder hair. Have you ever looked in a mirror with the wigs and gone, damn, I could do this?
I think when I first started, I did a lot of characters that had like ginger hair. So I did that Widow, all those kind of Marvel ones with ginger hair. They're all ginger for some reason. And so I dyed my hair ginger years ago. And then one of the ones that did really well for me was Captain Carter from Marvel. And my hair was like hair and brown, so I cut it to hair and brown. So that's why I now have like this hair that's brown, because it just makes Captain Carter so much easier.
Well, I'm trying to think about which one of these we go through, because this is technically a family show, I don't think I can ask this one, but it's what's your favourite curse word? I think we might have to skip over that one, just because you don't know who's listening.
Let's play it.
So we'll go to the next one. Oh, okay, so we're coming off words. This is now about sounds. So what's a sound that you love and a sound that you hate? So I'll go first, just so while you all take a moment to think. So a sound that I love, I'm a musician. My favourite instrument is the harp. The harp is a lovely sounding thing. But my least favourite sound in the world is the sound of polystyrene squeaking and being pulled. Thank you. There's packages I've never opened because they're stuffed full of polystyrene and I can't bear to do this. Also, which end do we start? Bella?
I can go.
Seamus?
I've got a really easy one for least favourite sound. Came to me immediately. I hate the sound of, you know when you've got like a fork on a plate and it's like, it's great. So yeah, that doesn't. In terms of the sound I like, like popping a bubble wrap.
Yes.
I like something like satisfying like that. It's not the perfect example.
Have you ever had the fidget cubes or things like that, where they all have like clicky sides or like something that you swivel on each side of the cube?
Sure,
something like that?
Yeah.
Those are satisfying.
Yeah, I like a satisfying sound, or like something musical obviously is probably the most satisfying sound.
Sure.
I mean like a perfect like cadence or something.
Yeah.
It's like a nice sound, but, Yeah.
This is good. Kage? Favorite and least favorite sound?
I'm gonna go least favorite. It's probably similar. Scratching cardboard.
Oh,
Like anything scratching cardboard, I'm out the room. My most favorite sound, probably niche, but I don't know if anyone here knows the toy animation sound when it starts the show.
Yeah.
That's the sound I like the most.
To be fair, that's a great answer. I was also going to say, if you were going to say Naruto-based stuff,
No. I'm
the
going for one now,
Sharingan activating sound
That's
almost
a good
second
one as
to
well.
none.
I actually have the filler episode of Naruto.
Yes.
That's my ringtone.
Is it?
Yeah.
So that's perfect. Right, Jay, what about yourself? Favorite, least favorite?
It's like a group of sounds, and I'm gonna say the sound of winning, and this comes in like many forms.
Sound of dominating.
Yeah, I used to play basketball, so the sound of the basketball swishing the net was just like, you knew you got it right, we can move on from here. And then the sound that I like the least is obviously the sound that comes at the end of games when you lose. Like, game over, whang, all of this kind of stuff.
That doesn't happen.
Not to me, but when I witness it happening over there,
Say,
it's
imagine
quite triggering.
the guy coming over the tannoys who has to lose, go womp womp. They're like, what the hell? Okay.
Terrible. I'm not with
Good,
it.
good answers though. So this is all about the things that lifted you up and put you down. You don't like those.
We're gonna lose him.
I think I
just wanna
like
say-
your attitude, Chef.
I've come from playing anime, it's going at the sound of winning.
Okay, we're going to come over to yourself. Favorite, least favorite sounds?
Right, so least favorite, you know when you open up a roll of like tape, like duct tape, and it's just like shh, it's so loud. My favorite sound, don't know if this is controversial, but I love mukbangs. I love mukbang content. This is probably a lot of people's least favorite sound.
I was about to say.
I love it. I love hearing them like slurping their noodles.
Listen, what you're saying is monstrous. I disagree.
No, it's so good, especially right before bed, and then as soon as you sleep.
What do you mean? I count sheep. What do you do? I listen to people slurp noodles.
It's not like Nikocado mukbangs, more like you know, you see the little the noodle fiery noodle challenges and stuff like that, and it's like it's just like a.
You're nodding. Do you agree with this?
Yeah, see, that's not that weird.
Am I weird then? Am I the weird one? Really? Do you listen to noodles as well, Rich? Is that what you do before bed?
See, Richard knows.
Okay, maybe I'm the weird one. Right, May. Favorite and least favorite sound?
Least favorite is like Northern Line or Bakerloo Line when it goes through the tube.
Yes. Did anyone see the BBC thing about this recently? It goes to 112 decibels. That's louder than a jet engine.
Which line is the worst in your opinion?
Bakerloo's bad, Central Line's bad, Northern Line's
I
bad.
think Jubilee line's really bad.
I'll tell you where it is. It's between.
When you're going under the Thames in the Jubilee.
Yes,
that
it's
is scary.
between zones 1 and 2 on the Northern Line. It screeches. Piccadilly Line's bad. Underground is just bad.
My favorite sound, the sound of thunder from Animal Crossing Children.
Yeah. It was going to be an Animal Crossing one for me. We figured. Bella.
My least favorite. This is so gross. Sorry. The sound of someone like picking their toenails.
Oh, does that have a distinctive sound? Just that like.
Yeah, like just when it just. I'm a real nail biter, right? So I bite my nails. So I
Not
can't
your
hold
toenails,
anyone
though.
else. Toenails, when you're like picking, it's disgusting. It just freaks me out. I can't do it.
Okay, so now let's go to the stuff that is good.
Favorite sound is a lawnmower. Very niche, but like just cutting
Is that what
grass.
you fall asleep
in the
to?
distance, they're like. It's just so
There's not one
satisfying.
immediately outside your window mowing the lawn.
No, in the distance.
It has to be specific.
One thing that I learned is if you come to MegaCon by yourself, it is quite hard to get yourself in all the pictures at all the photo ops because most people come with their friends. Yeah, maybe I should have invited some friends to come or plan something better, but yeah, for everybody that came with their friends, very smart choice. Yeah, because I see all these places that you can take photos, but because I'm not with anybody, I'm kind of missing out a little bit. But everybody else is having a good time, so that's what matters, but maybe I'll get some photos eventually. Woohoo!
The Pokemon, region and game, please. I will just give you a second.
Is the answer really obvious?
No, well, yeah. Sure, why not? Okay, the next question, because you're all still writing, and so I just want to, cause stress. What Pokemon game has the highest amount of Pokemon natively available in the game without transfer? And you'll get an extra point if you get the number right.
But in reality, behind closed doors, things are completely different. So a content creator, especially family oriented, can spin a kind of narrative, I think, of how they want to be perceived online. So yeah, but I mean, we're fairly with how we do it.
Yeah, we show quite a lot. But
Hi everyone. So I just got back from a MegaCon. I was there as a creator. Here's my badge. So I've never been there before, which is what I was telling you guys before I went today. Sorry, I don't want you guys to see the door. That's quite boring. Yeah, the window now that it's dark, whatever. Too much of the window. So yeah, like I said, this was my very first time going to MegaCon. I had a lot of fun. Oh my God, my camera it's just got a mind of its own, unfortunately. I never put my camera here, but this had some more height to it. So I thought it would work out. But anyways, like I said, it was my first time at MegaCon. I had a lot of fun. So it's like ComicCon, but smaller. So all the stress that comes with ComicCon being as massive as it is, this is like scaled down, downsized. So that makes it a lot better for me because it wasn't as overwhelming. So it was a lot of people cosplaying. There were a lot of places where you could like take photos and stuff, which was so cool. Like there was a lot of like backdrops and you could just go like take your photo there. So it was really cool because there was different themes and stuff. So I thought that was cool because that didn't really exist at Comic-Con. Sorry that I'm comparing the two. I hope you guys aren't offended with me with that. My cat is right here on my desk looking at me because I just got home. So she's like, "Can I have your attention, please?" So yeah, let me back up. Let's see, is it gonna track me? Let's see if I move to the side. It doesn't want to track me anymore, does it? It just wants to show you guys the door back there, unfortunately. So yeah, I had a lot of fun at MegaCon. I bumped into some other creators that I know. I saw a lot of really amazing cosplay outfits, costumes. Like I said, I have a lot of respect for everybody that makes their own outfit, or whether or not they don't, and you still dress up and participate. I think it's amazing. I want to do that in the future. My cat is here. There's her tail. She's walking right under you. What else did I want to say? So like I said, okay, so like it's like a smaller version of Comic-Con. People cosplay, and there's a lot of like shops that you can buy from. So I did like a walk around of like a lot of the shops. I don't really feel like I filmed it as well as I've filmed other events, especially like the stalls and stuff, because I was just kind of like, I was really tired and out of it this morning. Like I didn't sleep well. I had like 3 hours of sleep before I went. My brain totally was not there. And then later on I got another coffee and I didn't eat again, which is bad. Self-care, I should have ate again, but I didn't. So I'm gonna eat now because Panda's making me some food. He's gonna make me a shepherd's pie right now. I had steak and eggs for breakfast, so that fueled me. But yeah, it was a lot of fun, and I did some interviews with some people. Some people I know, some people I've never met before. So I'm gonna be putting those interviews on TikTok for sure. I'll probably be putting them on YouTube as well, on Instagram. So TikTok is BigFuzzyYak.ttv. Instagram is BigFuzzyYak. YouTube, BigFuzzyYak. Most social medias, I'm just BigFuzzyYak. Twitter, X, Blue Sky, all that jazz. Yeah, so if you are wondering what MegaCon is like, just think a smaller scaled version of Comic-Con, which for me, somebody that has a chronic illness, disease, and immunocompromised, like I kind of preferred this because then there was less people, it wasn't as packed, and I felt like things were quite like spaced out in areas as well. So I felt more comfortable, and it wasn't as jam-packed, the event, like Comic-Con, where it was like body to body in there. So that was very nice for me. It made me feel a lot more comfortable and safe. I think like people that went, they paid around like £20 for their ticket. That's up to you guys to decide if you think that was worth it, if this is like your jam. Yeah, but I'm like, would I go again? I probably would go again. I know I took some footage during the event and I was like, yo, being by yourself at the event is quite hard because then you can't like film yourself. You have to ask other people to film you, or you're just trying to like film it on your own and people are like, oh, you want me to film that for you? It's kind of a bit weird because like most other people that went were like in their friend groups. Yeah, and I did say that like while I was at the event, I was like, people are in their friend groups so they can take photos and videos together. Whereas like I'm on my own because I'm like beep bop beep bop beep bop, you know. Which like the negative to that is it's a little bit harder to make content with yourself in it. I know my camera is on a tripod, but trying to figure out where I can place it because if I put it on the ground, people don't have awareness to look at the ground. I noticed here. Like people will walk and kick anything or step on anything and not realize to look at the ground. And my DJI is like quite pricey, so I wouldn't want anybody to accidentally just like, you know, yeet it. That would suck. But I did try to find places where I could like prop it up or get people to hold it for me as well, so that way I could be in some of the videos. Because you just gotta manage and figure things out and make it work, if that makes any sense. But I'm gonna put all the content together, and all this content's from day one. I was just looking at my cat and I was trying to figure out what she's trying to eat off my desk because there's nothing there, but you know, that's how cats are. She just licks something that looks invisible to me. But yeah, I just see her out of the corner of my eye, so I'm getting distracted. But yeah, thank you so much for watching my video. Thank you for coming to MegaCon with me. And I hope you like the content. Like I said, I didn't film the shops as well, and a lot of shops didn't even have like their business cards out for me to get, because I know when I filmed like ComicCon, like I would try to get the shop and I would try to get their business cards, so that way if anybody saw anything that they liked in the shop, they could check the business card and look them up, and then that they could purchase that way, versus being like, oh, I saw something really cool but there's no way that I can get it, because I do want to be supportive like of those businesses and put them out there, because like they, you know, they have to pay money to be there and stuff, and whether or not they make it even. But this also gives them exposure. Only if, even though like a lot of people don't watch my videos, like that's fine, that's cool. I'm not everybody's cup of tea or cup of coffee or cup of whatever, which is totally fine. But yeah, like I do want to be able to give that kind of representation, show some stuff off, and then if they have, you know, their card, I like to try to get it, so that way if anyone sees something cool and they're interested and they want it, then they can go to get it. Yeah, so thank you for watching. Please like the video. Please leave a comment about your favorite thing that you've seen in the video down below so we can get this conversation going. Subscribe if you'd like to see some more content of me. I wanted to show you guys my earrings because my earrings are also on theme. And then I know you guys seen earlier that I have the tutorial top, but I also have tutorial pants. Probably can't see it in there, but yeah, thank you so much for watching my video, and hopefully it's super chill and like gentle for you guys to watch, and not like I'm using my hands a lot because I want to use something in the space. But yeah, hopefully you like the content, and thank you to MegaCon Live for letting me be a creator there, and we'll get the interviews put out eventually. And if the interviews, if I put them on YouTube, then I can always link it back to this original video. But yeah, thank you for watching. And if you saw yourself, oh my gosh, feel free to like clip it out the video or timestamp where you seen yourself in the video. Yeah, like if you just spot yourself while I did the walk around, you're like, hey, that's me. Like, yo, write it in the comments. Like, I know like when I've done other things like car shows and I just walk around from the car shows, like people would get excited when they see themselves. So they're like, oh my gosh, I saw myself at this time and stuff. Or they'd be like, oh, I heard my voice on the camera. Like people get excited, and I love that. That's what's really cool about being like in the UK. Because you guys have really good access to get to these events. It doesn't take too long for you all to get there. Like you guys can travel like 4 hours and get to this event. You don't have to take a plane down. So yeah, I was gonna say it was the UK, but I mean,
Thinking about Ireland now. But I mean, like, you're not gonna be traveling like 6 hours across the country on a plane and still have to drive like another hour or 2 hours or whatever. So it's like y'all lucky to have this at your fingertips. And somebody on my social media said that they came in from Germany just for the event. So I hope whoever came in from Germany did like the event and didn't feel like they wasted their time or were like disappointed with it. Like, I hope they got out of it what they wanted to get out of it, and hopefully they got to meet up with their friends. And if you cosplayed, who did you cosplay? And if you're gonna go tomorrow, what you gonna do tomorrow? Who are you gonna cosplay as tomorrow? Is it gonna be the same character? Is it gonna be another character? What was your favorite thing about MegaCon? What do you wish was different? Let me know. But anyways, thank you so much for watching and enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you.